Hey there! Welcome to your beach ready metabolism firing combo. Instead of doing the normal PDF or handout, I thought it would be more beneficial to do a quick video to explain each of the three things in this combo and how it can really set the stage and be your foundation to get your metabolism firing, to lose that heaviness, that bloated, and just be beach ready, because who wants to be in a bathing suit when they're feeling bloated and heavy and just blah, right? So I thought this would be easier to digest. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to PM me, or you can email me directly. My personal email is moni@monica with a K, tuphome.com, TUPHOLME, okay? So let's dive in. The three combo is, first we're gonna talk about my three top full body toning exercises for busy women in their 40s that you can do in under 5 minutes, anywhere. Super good, right? So we're gonna talk about that, what those three exercises are. Stay tuned in the corner of this video because I'll show you photos of form, and we're gonna talk about that and those three exercises. Then we're gonna talk about my secret belly busting formula. Let's talk about a formula. So 5 key areas that I want you to focus on when we're getting ready for the beach in the summer and all the amazingness that comes with that. And then lastly, I'm going to share my top supplement that will get your metabolism firing and work with your body and with your metabolism to naturally release the fat, the fluff, I like to nicely call it. All right, so let's dive in. My first of the 3 exercises, full body exercises that you can do at home in under 5 minutes are these. But first, a quick disclaimer. Please check with your doctor or whoever your healthcare practitioner is first before embarking on any kind of exercise regime. I think we know the drill, okay? If you have any injuries, take care of those first. We don't want to add stress on our body. And if you have any questions at all, again, just PM me directly. But my first move is a front lunge with a stationary twist, okay? So just like the photo that you see here, you basically are taking a forward lunge, being very mindful of your form, okay? You want your knees to be at 90-degree angles, and you never want your knees to go over your toes. That puts a lot of strain on our knee joints, okay? If you can't get all the way down, squat all the way down in your lunge, that's okay. Just take a nice big step, keeping your core nice and engaged and tight. And then through the movement, you're going to add a twisting motion. Just stay to one side, come to the center, and then push back through the heel back up. Okay, and then same thing, step forward with the opposite leg, twist to that side, then come back to center, push up through the heel to get back to standing motion. The twist, you can make it a little bit harder by adding some kind of weight, either a kettlebell or a weighted ball, a heavy water bottle even, or nothing at all. It's totally up to you. Start with about 10 aside and work up from there. Slow and controlled, remember your form. My second move is the good old plank. The plank is such an amazing move because if you were a part of my Restore the Core training, I talked about how it's really important that we get those inner muscles strong before we try to tighten and tone our ab muscles. And yes, we can have tight and toned tummies in our 40s, okay? A lot of us are like, what? You can't. So we need to have that inner core strong and stabilized first. And the best way to do that is through our plank. Plus it engages your quads, your glutes, your deltoids, your shoulders, and your arms. Okay, again, form is key. So refer to my photo here. See the nice straight line that she has from the base of her neck to her hips to her heels. And she's just holding that elbow position. Her elbows are underneath her shoulders. Okay, you can go full arm if you'd like. I like to do on the elbows. It calls for a little bit more of stabilizer muscles to work. And you can even make it more difficult by raising one leg at a time if you'd like. But just start with your typical stationary plank and let's aim for 20 seconds and build from there, okay? Build from there. And do about 3 times. Okay, same with the lunges. Do about three sets. Planks, do about 3 sets. What's on my mind? 3 sets, and build up from there. My last one, which is actually, again, in the Restore the Core, which is my top ab working core, building, strength and toning, all those lovely words, exercise, and this is scientifically proven, and that is the scissor crunch, okay? Notice how we're not doing any sit-ups. Scissor crunch, okay? Again, look at her form, okay? She's alternating that knee to elbow without putting any strain on her neck, really engaging the core, belly button in. This is the best exercise because it's very easy usually when we do any kind of core stability or ab work to engage other muscle groups. But in the scissor, the physiology and the biomechanics behind it allow us to really engage our abs and not engage those other muscle groups. We don't want that, right? We want our abs to feel the burn and to tone, to tighten. Girls, there is nothing better than feeling soreness, tightness in your ab area, especially the lower abs, because it develops. We're allowed to mind, body connect with that area, which a lot of us lose as we age, especially in our 40s, especially if you had kids, right? So having that mind-body connection is key. And when you have that soreness, you're like, oh yeah, I remember what those muscles feel like, right? So those are my 3 top moves. You have the standing lunge, alternating lunge with twist. You're engaging so many muscle groups there. It's a great compound functional movement. Then you're gonna go into your plank, and then you're going to go into some scissor crunches. You be the gauge, okay? Your intensity level is gonna be different from your friend or your neighbor, whomever might be doing this. All right, start slow, do about 3 reps of each, and see how you feel, okay? Not on back-to-back days. Our muscles need time to repair so they can grow into leaner, stronger muscles. So we never do workouts back-to-back. You see those 30-day, 30 sit-up or 30-day plank challenges where you're doing a plank every day? No. We need the rest days. We need to do different muscle groups on different days. Very important. Okay, so let's jump into the real juicy stuff, which is my 5 secret belly busting formula. Really, this is, when I look at this, and this is what I teach my clients, is the foundation before we even really dive into nutrition pairing and key foods to eat in our 40s to make sure our metabolism is this, efficient burning machine, and stress management and all the tools that we need, right? And so I'm gonna share these secrets with you guys today. So hopefully you have a pen and paper, you write these down or save this video and you can write them down later. And again, the foundation, they may seem elementary, but it's so key. You can't build a fancy house without a sturdy foundation, right? Same goes with our bodies and our metabolism, all right? Okay, so number 1, scratch, I got itchy eye. Number 1 is, I wonder if you guys can guess. I would love for you, this is my challenge to you, wake up every morning for the next week drinking 2 cups of warm water, not hot, okay? Hot kills the enzymes that we want. 2 cups of warm water with half a lemon squeezed into it. First thing you're gonna digest within 30 minutes of waking up, okay? What this does is basically sends a signal to our metabolism to start firing. It alkalines our body, it gets our digestion moving, it just really sets the stage, okay? So that is number 1, set the stage for the day. 2 cups of warm water with half a lemon squeezed in it, all right? Number 2, my challenge to you is in my belly busting secret formula. Maybe seem elementary, but really, all my clients know, they're like, Moni, are you gonna talk about water again? Yes, and I'm gonna talk to you about you too. Half your body weight in ounces of water per day, minimum. So figure out what that number is. Pause me right here, figure it out. So if you're 150 pounds approximately, that's about 75 ounces, which is just over, it's about 2.2 liters. Then I challenge you to put another half liter on top of it, another 500 mils. So figure out what that number is for you. Find a liter vessel and understand this is how many I need to have in a day, minimum, especially in our 40s. If we're sick, we need more. If you exercise, you need more water. If you travel, you need more water. If you're stressed out, you need more water. There's so many variables, but water is really key in revving our metabolism, losing that heaviness and that bloatedness feeling. And like I said, who wants to be bloated in a bikini? Not happening, okay? Little side tip for you when it comes to water. Try to limit your water intake during your meals, okay? This isn't a make or break tip, okay? It's not gonna make you lose more weight spontaneously, but it definitely is going to help your body perform more efficiently. Because what the water does, it sort of dilutes sort of digestive enzymes in our gut, excuse me, that help us break down foods. And it sort of may cause a little bit bloating, and it's just tougher on our digestion, okay? So just make sure you're not guzzling water as you're eating. You know, have some before, eat, then have some after is really a great tip, okay, to try to keep that digestion moving slowly. Number 3 is, of course, I have to touch on a little bit of nutrition because it's my jam, is to get your 6 to 8 servings of fruits or vegetables in per day. Fruits, I say, about 2 servings. If you have an apple and some almonds for a snack in the morning, amazing. And, if you have maybe, some strawberries or something, as a little dessert after your dinner, that's great. That's a couple of servings of fruit. Totally cool. Or maybe put fruit in your servings or your smoothies, okay? But don't forget my don't sabotage your salads and smoothies guide, because I have seen it when women work out like crazy and then they go to that smoothie bar and they're putting like banana and strawberries and cherries and all this fruit, which is still, even though it's a sugar, it has great phytonutrients and vitamins and fiber in there, it's still a lot of sugar, okay? So we just have to be conscious. I'm not saying no fruit. I'm not one of those. But I'm just saying be conscious of our fruit intake and really put those servings towards our dark leafy greens, our veggies that we need, especially the dark leafy greens, our kales, our spinach, our arugula, things like that. Don't just think salad. We can think outside the box. Use my meal plan guides that I have under the units tab in the Facebook group. Ask me in the Facebook group. I have tons of stuff on my website that's coming up too with ideas on what you can do. I love spinach sauteed with some mushroom and a couple of eggs in the morning. Super easy, right? Takes me no more than 5-10 minutes to make, super fast, right? So that is the big one, making sure we're getting our veggies and fruit in there every day, and that fiber helps just push everything along. Again, when our digestive system's moving lighter, our hormones are able to regulate, our body naturally releases the fluff. Number 4, slow down how you eat. Seems so elementary, and how many times do we say to our kids, especially if you have teenage kids, slow down, don't eat so fast. Well, even as adults, especially over 40, it is really key that we just slow down the chewing and helping that initial stage of breakdown of our food. We're so busy, I get it, excuse me, and we grab and go and we're on the run. And it doesn't mean that we have to sit there with this big fancy dinner and, fork up, fork down, but just making a conscious effort to slow down your eating. What this does is that it helps regulate our appetite, because it allows our brain and our stomach to talk, right? And to let each other know what's happening. And then your brain says, oh wait, we're full. It's time to slow it down. But when we're eating so fast, we're actually delaying that onset, that trigger, right? So we could be just super stuffed, and then the brain's like, okay, now, whoa, right? It's too late. So making sure that we can trigger those digestive responses and just slowing down our eating, right? Number 5, my last one is, and I love this one, and this is especially great tip for all my late night munchers out there, those people that are like, Netflix, I can go for some Dorito chips or something like that, is to drink peppermint or a fennel tea. There's tons of options out there, okay, in your grocery store. Drink that, like an hour or so after dinner, right? When you're sitting down, you're trying to wind down the day, when you're reading or, trying to get kids' bags ready for the next day or whatever it is, have a nice peppermint, great for digestion, fennel, great for anti-inflammatory and bloating, okay, all the stuff we don't want in our bikinis this summer, tea, right? Plus it'll take that munchy urge away, right? And you're just having something. I try to say don't have it too close to bedtime, because bedtime we want everything to naturally slow down, but like an hour or so after dinner or right after dinner if you want to, totally cool. All right, so okay, we've covered our 3 exercises that you can do in under 5 minutes to help full body toning and rev your metabolism. Okay, these are very compound movement specific to women over 40 because we're working certain muscle groups in certain ways. Then we talked about my 7 belly busting, bloating, whatever you want to call it, formula. I give you the 5 tips there, so make sure you write those down. Start there. They're simple, they're easy little tweaks that you can do in your everyday to start getting your body just revving. Our bodies don't want to hold on to that fat, right? It wants to release it, and it will if we do it right and systematically based on an over 40 physiology. That's us. All right, the last one in our combo is supplementation. Now, supplements are big, and I think by now we know that there's no fat burning supplements out there or quick fixes. You know, we all know the detriment that that really has on our health. There's never a quick solution, right? If there is, it's usually not a good one and it's not long lasting. The key with supplementation to remember is this, and I do believe in supplementation 100%. But it is a type of nutritional insurance, I like to call it. Doesn't mean take your supplement and you're gonna be beach ready in 2 weeks and you can have McDonald's. No, it means that we are filling the gaps from the different stressors that we all experience, and we're all so different, this is why diets don't work, all the stressors that we each feel in our lives may create these voids in or lack of nutritional absorption in our body. And all that good multi or that supplement is going to do is help pack the hole with that vitamin or fill those voids. So then your body can do what it does best naturally, which is have a high functioning revving metabolism, which is ridding the extra fluff that it doesn't need to hold on to for protection. All these things that we want, especially leading into summer. So with that said, there is always talk to your doctor before obviously going to any supplementation or any healthcare practitioner that you may be seeing, chiropractor, osteopath, nutritionist like myself, or whoever. Talk to them first. And I talked about nutrition insurance. We want to make sure that first and foremost that you are starting with a good quality. Quality is key with vitamins, okay? A lot of people forget about that. I am sorry, but your Costco, your Sam's Club, your Jameson's, your Walgreens, or whatever brands they are, do not stack up. And you can be peeing them out. You can be, and then you're just wasting your money. So look for the NutriSearch Comparative Guide online. You can buy it at bookstores too, but online or Consumer Lab Reports, and see where your supplement ranks. It's so important because then you know you're getting the absorption. If it doesn't absorb within 20 minutes, you will be peeing it out. So number one you want to start with is a multi. And funny enough, when I'm going to talk about specific supplement to re-revving your metabolism, which is our B complex, when I was looking for a good quality multi, because obviously I don't want to be taking all these pills, who has time? I wanted a quality multi that's going to really cover not just recommended daily doses, but optimal health and what I needed every day. And my B complex was already covered in my multi. So I didn't need to go out and buy a separate vitamin or supplement with a B complex. Okay, so B complex means it has your wide range of your essential B vitamins. So B1, 2, B6, B12 is really big for your metabolism. Okay, so getting the whole B complex, and vitamin B is great for stress. I don't know why I'm whispering that, but it's great for stress. Okay, and just a sense of well-being and mood. But we're talking metabolism. So B vitamin, B complex. You can get it naturally. I always talk about nutrition first. You can get it through beans, lean meats, milk, eggs, whole grains, potatoes, bananas are really great to have your whole B complex in there. B12 specifically was really key in revving our metabolism. It helps us break down our macronutrients, which are our proteins, carbs, and our fats. And that's usually only found through animal sources, which if you are vegan, may be tough for you to try to get. So you might obviously want to supplement for sure. You can get it with some plant-based fortified milk. Nutritional yeast I know has that, which we use. If you guys haven't heard nutritional yeast, it gives that cheesy flavor without the dairy. It's amazing. And like I said, it could be a little bit tricky. You might just want a separate supplement with that, okay? But yes, your B complex is one of those vitamins that will help you have an effective metabolism. And what is your metabolism? Your metabolism is your body's ability to break down nutrition that you're feeding it and put it out into energy. Okay, so if your metabolism isn't high functioning, you can be feeling cold in your hands and feet, loss of hair, hard to lose weight, hormone disruption, thyroid disruption, cold hands and feet. Did I say that? I can't remember. So many things with our metabolism. So we definitely want to make sure that we support it in the ways we have, the best ways we know how. And if we can do that through supplementation. So I'm gonna show you the one that I use. This is the multivitamin. I know it's like a huge pack. This is the multivitamin. USANA Health Sciences, 5-star rated. I used it when I was a professional athlete. I now use it with my family. My kids have it. I trust them. It's a trusted partner. So if you, they are a brand partner of mine. And if you are interested, you can send me a PM. I can offer you 10 to 20% off. They ship all over the world, pretty much. And they're not in retail. That's the only thing. But I love them because they just come in these handy like packs. So if I'm on the go, just take these with water. Bob is your uncle and you're done and done, okay? But the key with supplementation, guys, is to remember this, is that we always want the quick fix, but it's not reality. We can't just take a vitamin or a supplement and feel it within a couple weeks or even a month. It has to compound. It has to be in our system, okay? Every 12 hours is actually best, but if you can only remember once a day, that's totally cool. And just keeping it with our system combined with the 5 belly busting formula that I gave you and the workouts, you're having your body to be this high functioning metabolism that you need. And you can be beach ready, right? Okay, so that is it. I hope this was easier to digest. I hope you got lots of good notes. If you have any questions at all, like I said, PM me directly or email me at moni@monicatupham.com. If you have further questions, if you're really stuck or have roadblocks, then I do offer what I call a belly breakthrough call. Let's just get on the phone, you and me, talk it through and see if there's any ways that I can personally support you and hold you accountable to your goals. So good. Okay, just grassroots, you and me getting on the phone. So if you'd like that, you let me know and I can send you a link and we can figure something out. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say adieu and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.